So I hear. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be getting cooler over the next couple of days, and really, it's going to stay that way. It looks like in the next week. Out there right now, though, clouds. That's mainly what we're dealing with. You know, actually, right around sunrise, we had a little bit of sun, but it didn't take long right after sunrise for the clouds to start filtering on in. And it has been cooler outside this morning. 50 degrees in Baton Rouge right now. New Roads 49, Gonzales at 54. Anywhere from the upper 40s to mid 50s. So I've got temperatures in the upper 50s at noon. Low 60s for highs today. Yesterday was 74, so we're going 61 today, so almost 15 degrees cooler. It'll keep it mainly dry into about mid-afternoon, and then we'll start to see a chance of a couple of light showers. We're going to give you a look at that here on future radar. Nothing to track right now in terms of rain. There are some showers offshore. We'll pause here at noon. Should largely still be dry at that point in time. Into the afternoon, you see hints of a few sprinkles trying to move inland. I don't think we'll see much even through the afternoon. As we get into the evening, might start to get a light shower or two. That's 8 o'clock. But initially, this moisture that's kind of moving ashore, it's encountering some drier air. So it's going to take a little while for the atmosphere to kind of moisten up, get primed for this rainfall. But by tonight, as we get closer to midnight, especially, that's when the rain chances are going to start to ramp up. Here we are at midnight with scattered showers showing up. And you see some of that rain rolling through off and on through the overnight. We're going to pick it up now. And you see here's more daybreak Saturday, kind of coming in waves off and on. That's 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. More coming ashore tomorrow evening. That's 8 o'clock. And right on into tomorrow night, you see at midnight, we're still seeing some of that rain around. Even Sunday morning, some showers. There may be one more wave that sneaks in before lunch on Sunday. All right, here's what we're looking at in rain amounts. This is through Monday morning, so this get us through the weekend event. And the general thinking is totals a little bit lower south of I-10, a little bit higher south, near north of I-10, I-12. So generally under an inch south of I-10, that's generally speaking, could be higher in spots, and maybe on the order of 1 to 2 near north of the interstates. That could also be higher in spots. Once we get through the weekend rain, we get a brief break late Sunday into Monday, and then it's another round of rain and storms coming up on Tuesday. Here's going to be the difference this go round. Both rain events are going to involve an area of low pressure in the Gulf. The one that we expect tomorrow, the low pressure center, is going to stay south of us. And that keeps us on the cooler side of things. That really limits the potential for storms. It really prevents a severe weather. We think early next week it's going to be a little bit different. This next low moves inland west of us. That puts us in what we call the warm sector. That's the area between the cold front and the warm front, and that's more supportive of thunderstorms. And if we get a track like this, like the European shows, that could be a pretty active storm day with a decent potential of severe weather. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Right now, I don't know, here we go, graphics going blank. So use your imagination here. The Storm Prediction Center has drawn in, trust me, a level 2 out of 5 slight risk. Basically Baton Rouge, New Orleans, up into parts of Mississippi, Alabama, over in the Florida Panhandle. If you did see us on 9 News this morning, and I've posted on some of my social media accounts that graphic. So just trust me, there is a threat of some severe weather next Tuesday. Then when we combine the weekend rains and next Tuesday's rains, the Weather Prediction Center has on average 1.5 to 3 inches of rain. I wouldn't be surprised to see those numbers maybe even trend a little bit higher. So it's a pretty active pattern ahead. Today, mainly dry during the day, but we'll see some rain moving in tonight. Tomorrow, we've talked about kind of ad nauseum. It's going to be ugly outside, off and on rains, stuck in the 50s. Still some rain around Sunday morning. Should dry out Sunday afternoon. Monday looks pretty good. Cold start, 39, high 61, but sunny most of the day. We'll get those storms Tuesday, exiting early Wednesday, and then the second half of next week, Liz apparently liking it. You get the jackets, the coats out, some mornings in the 30s, highs in the 50s. At least we'll get to dry out, guys.
Steve, that's how I justify buying these winter coats. I need to wear them.
The question is, Liz, does that come with the boots, the obligatory boots?
Get the UGG boots. How many do you own?
That's,
How many
you
pairs?
know what, it's funny enough, I only own one little fur, little boots.
Yeah.
They're not real Uggs. They're
No.
well,
Faux Uggs?
Oh, I was going to say a word that sounds like a bad word. Yes.
Let me
Look,
drag,
I got
let
him
me
on
drag that out.
We can say that. We
Let
can
me
say
drag that out to
That's
make sure
appropriate.
everybody's understanding.
Take
what
your
I'm
time
saying.
with it.
Yes, nice and slow.
Nice.
So I plan to wear those in the jacket next week. Get some use out of it.
I'll get my shrimp boots out.
There you go.
His Cajun
Reeboks, baby.
Reeboks.
Love those. Styling.
That's awesome.
Cap, thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Because, yep, forecast always going to be a headline maker down here. So, yeah, we're going to let you know kind of what's coming. But as the rest of the day moves on, there's always something going on here in South Louisiana that we need to make you aware of as well, from headline to headline. And this is actually something that was scheduled to happen before, but is actually happening this morning. Our Dion Guillory in this courtroom where this man is scheduled to be right now.
A pre-trial bond hearing, right? And this all centers around the fact that this man is accused of going to his ex-girlfriend's home 3 times.
3 different times. Yeah.
3 times with an ankle monitoring bracelet.
Right.
And our I-team went and digged into this and found out that the ankle monitoring company contacted the police 3 times, and this is the time he just happened to set the home on fire.
Right.
So for this very incident, well, as Matt mentioned, he was supposed to be in court before, but there was some issue with contacting his own attorney. So
Delayed.
today is kind of like that rescheduled, okay,
Right.
let's see what happens here. Will he get a bond?
Man, that's the issue. And so his ex-girlfriend has come out and said, look, obviously she believes that he is a threat, accused of what he's doing. She believes he is a threat, does not want to see him get bond. Our district attorney, Hiller Moore, has come out and said, I believe he is a potential threat. I don't believe a bond should be granted. That's the conversation, the arguments they're having in court, scheduled to today. What ultimately happens? Look, he's got another court appearance set for New Orleans next week.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on here. Again, our Dion Guillory in the courtroom, he's going to bring you the very latest.
Yeah, this started at what, 9 o'clock?
He's supposed to, yes.
Okay, all right, we'll see. But hopefully by 9 news at noon we'll have an answer for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
All that's going on. What?
I know.
Are you serious? Is it already here?
Yeah,
I thought it was just Mardi Gras season.
It is, and this year, because the dates are kind of wonky, I feel like we got gypped of a shorter carnival season.
We did do that, right?
And
shorter.
I feel like the tax season is also kind of extended. The dates are a little bit longer
Well,
this
you
year.
know what? I think, look, from state to fed, everything's going to be a little bit different this year. We're coming off a couple years with pandemic.
Yeah.
Maybe you, for instance, got a larger refund than you were used to, that kind of deal. Not going to be getting that this time. The stimulus is not there.
Right.
Pre-pandemic the brackets are being adjusted. So there's a lot new about the taxes this year. So don't expect that same return that you got last year. And of course, all these dates sliding here and there.
Yeah.
What is due when, depending on Fed and state, if you're doing electronic, if it's a lot.
It is a lot, but just know, a gentle reminder,
Gentle.
Monday, January 23rd, the start of Louisiana and the IRS, the Fed's tax season.
It's huge.
Yay!
Streamers? We didn't order the streamers?
No, we didn't.
No streamers?
They didn't come in yet. We're still waiting on the tax refund to buy it, which is what they say not to do. So hopefully they're cheap. Yeah, I know.
We'll get the balloons next year.
Yeah. Got a budget for them.
Budget
for them.
Just pay attention to that. If you'd like a little bit more information on those dates, what to be looking out for, it's right there for you. Gentle reminder. Huh?
Yes, I know.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Smile.
Yeah, smile.
How often have we talked about Liam Dunn? You've heard his name probably every day since New Year's Eve, and there's a good reason why. He is the only survivor of that high-speed police chase that ended up resulting in his sister and one of her best friends dead.
No kidding.
So we've been talking about all these different blood drives to make sure Liam can continue his fight. Well, he actually visited the Our Lady of the Lake Blood Donor Center yesterday to say thank you to blood donors who are showing up for him and his family, and to the staff who's making sure his recovery is good to go.
And the fact that, you know, he makes it out there and he's doing well on this recovery, and actually we got word that he's about to make that next step and be kind of moved out of the hospital and really truly begin the recovery efforts, which, you know what, a lot of that's not possible without the donations of blood, because things can get a little bit sideways, obviously, in the operating room with whatever's going on. So thank you. But to see his journey is putting smiles on a lot of folks' faces. But now, you know, trying to get that blood supply back up. It's not like he was taking all that, but to get those blood supplies back up where they need to be to help folks like Liam and others, because all this is going to stay local. the blood drive today was at Port Allen High.
Yes, it is. It's already underway.
It's already going till 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity if you have some time to get out there
And
today.
just know you can donate at a number of places,
Oh,
including
yeah.
Our Lady Lake
Absolutely.
Donor Center. Callie was just live at
Sure was.
LifeShare, and these are two of the places that keeps that blood local to
Yeah.
help anyone in our
Right.
community, whether they're a burn
Yeah.
patient, a cancer patient, a trauma incident, or someone that's just as simple as needing to replenish their own supply.
Right.
So that needs to be there. So thank you for answering the call.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting Liam to the point where he can smile and we can show that off.
I
What a
love
great,
seeing that. It's so great.
I know.
Everyone's
I
seeing
love that.
Okay, so that's going on today.
Yes.
This is going on
Ooh.
tomorrow. Now, this
Yeah.
is still scheduled for tomorrow. I know we got some rain out there that could push things a little
Yeah.
bit sideways, but they're saying they're still going to be doing this. We're talking about the American Red Cross and making sure that folks in one particular Baton Rouge neighborhood have working smoke detectors.
Matt, talking about the Gardier area,
There you go.
right? So when you talk about a lot of the area, Baton Rouge area, a lot of families in the Gardier area, predominantly minority families,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
it's increasingly in the last couple of years become predominantly Latino speaking. So when you talk about, okay, well, how do you reach out to families that may not know what's going on,
Sure.
right? Spread the word to them. There are a number of organizations like the Red Cross going
Right.
door to door, making sure families are equipped with something as simple as a smoke detector. I know we talk about it all the time, and if you are a person who's watched our show for years, you're probably thinking, I've been in the know. Why do they keep reminding
why are
me
we
to-"
doing this?
Yeah,
Why
it's
are we doing
because
this again?
families don't. Not all
Right.
families have one.
Right.
And that's why if it can save one family, save one person's life, it's worth repeating over and over.
It's worth our time.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly right. So if you might be interested in this, seeing what this program is about, because as Liz mentioned, this is the Gardier area this time
Yeah.
around, but it's not always just one spot.
No.
Red Cross does this kind of thing very often.
Yeah.
If you've got a smoke detector, don't know how to hook it up, watch what you do. You call your local fire department. They're going to come out and help you out and do this for you to help make sure it's all wired in and good to go. There are resources right here that Callie has put up.
Yeah.
That conversation this morning. Just want to make sure everybody's safe and good to go.
That's the goal.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So from smoke detectors to cookies?
Girl Scouts are bringing
Girl
the
Scout
smoke
cookies.
with all the cookies.
Man, that was
Season is
heavy.
here, y'all.
Yeah. So what's your favorite?
Oh, Samoas.
I think that's kind of where I was
mean-
too. I'm a do-si-do guy myself.
Yeah.
I love the peanut butter stuff.
Okay.
But it's like 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
I think I like that. I'm with the Samoas.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Well, we got to try some today.
Yeah, we did.
And Steve, you can probably hear him too. Steve, what's your favorite cookie?
All of them.
Good answer.
Whatever's in front of me.
Good answer.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. So here's the deal. It is Girl Scout cookie season.
Yes.
Callie had a chance to talk with good folks, Girl Scout East,
Yeah.
which is our big crew down here, right? I've had two, and that's it. Are yours Girl Scout East? Ish?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's one of the big
Sure.
crews down here.
Hey, Mom usually takes my daughter Clara to the meetings.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna kind of handle the cookie sales.
You are handling cookie sales?
I am.
Nobody's going to get their cookies.
From one dad to
He's
another.
Gonna take
You've got
all the
wisdom
cookies.
for him.
He's
You've
going to
got
eat.
wisdom.
He's going to eat all the cookies.
This is like roast Steve day. Earlier, Johnny says, "How do you introduce me for whether he says?"
Oh, yeah, whether you like it or not?
Like it or not.
Yeah, like it or not.
Here's
You-
Dr.
you-
Steve with your
You got to
forecast.
deal with him. Yeah.
That was so good.
What have I done?
It's just a tough skin.
Everything right.
Well,
Just
no
get
cookies
tough.
for you guys
Wow,
now.
he's taken away. He was our dealer.
He
He was our most
he was.
recent dealer.
No cookies for you 1 year.
Oh, no.
1 year. Soup not see anybody from Seinfeld? So here's what you're going to need to do. If Steve is not going to be able to get you those cookies,
Yeah.
check out this story right here. Callie's got it all ready to go for you. The kind of the when, the where, the what you can be a part of.
Yeah.
But it's I wish we could spread it out a little bit. Move Girl Scout cookie season away from king cake season. I would like to spread that. I'd like to have access to
That's a
the
good
good
point.
stuff a little bit more often.
Because that's a lot of poundage.
It
Adding on
is.
some
It
poundage
is. It's
in
a lot
all
of
one-
sugar.
Yeah.
I would love to have one of those later in the year.
Right.
Maybe the Girl Scout cookies a little bit later on.
Yeah,
So
fall.
all the good stuff is coming.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the folks.
Think about it.
But you can access it right there on the web. Access it. That's official. You can check it out right here at the website.
So much goodness. So much goodness.
I got to go apologize to Steve.
Oh, you do?
Not
You better
really.
make right. Listen. People watching
Look.
on WAFB Plus need to know that you guys made right by Monday.
It was always the craziest thing for me with my two girls,
Yeah.
or Girl Scouts as well. It was cookie time. It wasn't the sleepovers. It wasn't the camping trips.
Yeah.
It wasn't that's the fun stuff. That is a lot of the fun. And then cookie time came around. You're like, all right, business mode.
You trying to talk me out of it?
No, I'm not. I'm just
I
saying
admire
it
that
is.
you signed up to do it.
It's a lot.
It's
man.
their Super Bowl.
It's a lot. It is. It's a lot.
Are
I'm with
both
you.
of your girls doing it or just
Just my youngest.
Okay, good.
My oldest is so wrapped up in gymnastics.
Yeah.
There's no time.
But that's good. From what I've learned, there's less competition even between the girls.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I didn't realize
I hadn't thought
that.
about that.
Me
Oh my
neither.
god! Oh my god!
You know?
we'd get those cookies,
Yeah.
and we'd start dividing stuff up, and everybody, and they start counting. My son would leave the room. He knew what was coming. He's like, "Oh, that's nope, not going to be around."
out.
He's like, "Just let me know when
Yeah.
everybody's divided up. Let me know where
I'll
my
come
cookies
back.
are." He knew. Oh, and it was like a few years of that.
Wow.
Yeah, my girls.
So you're already one step ahead, Steve. Look at that.
Smarter than me.
You're ready to
Naturally.
ready to go.
Naturally.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, I wish they would separate them a little bit because
Yeah.
king cakes and Girl Scout cookies, that's a lot. But it is king cake time.
Yes.
We all know the etiquette down here.
Yeah.
We all know the etiquette. So we're not going to spend time on what you do when you get the baby. Actually, you know what? We had somebody get a baby and didn't get a king cake.
Yeah, last week.
Do we know the etiquette?
Yeah, apparently somebody around here doesn't know the etiquette. But yeah, you know, you get the baby, you get the king cake. It wasn't always a baby. Maybe you know the history of the king cake and kind of where this came from. This is ancient Rome. Ancient Rome and some of their festivals, they would bake all of this stuff and they'd have all this fun stuff. It's always, you know, and they would put a little bean in it. A little bean,
I heard
right?
that.
A little bean. And so if you got the bean, with this festival, you were then named the king and or queen of the festival. That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
That's great.
Okay.
But they would also then sacrifice you to the gods.
I did not know that until today. Wow.
That might explain. I'll have to see if I can find this made for Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a number of years back. I got the creepiest king cake baby you'll ever see.
Did it look like a bean?
It just looked like it was
Beanie Baby?
like a Chucky doll or something.
Maybe that's what it is, man.
I posted it on social media. I remember a number of years ago, so I'm sure I can track down
Yeah,
the
I'm
picture.
curious.
We'll have to share that.
Good gracious.
Maybe that was like an homage to
To the
you know,
original,
where
to the
this came
OG?
from.
Now that would answer some questions.
It may, actually.
I had a little trouble eating king cake for a while.
Yeah, I would too. I
Wow.
would too.
Could you imagine your fate determined by a king cake slice? That's a lot.
Man, that weighing
a lot of weight.
heavy.
And I would
weighing
still
heavy.
eat it.
You're right. I'd take my
All
chances.
of us would. That's why we live here.
Enjoy your king cakes. No sacrifices to the gods.
Well, good to know.
There
Good
you
to
go.
know.
You guys, y'all ever go to the gym?
No.
Because you know at the gym,
Yeah.
like most people hate leg day, right?
Oh, God.
Never skip leg day.
Nobody
man.
wants to do leg day.
Right, the skinny little poles
gotta
with
do
you all
it.
muscled up here.
Yeah.
This guy I'm about to show you right here does not skip leg
Pumping
day.
out?
We got.
Watch this.
Uh-uh.
Look at this. Look at the legs on that sucker.
What the heck is
So this is, they're calling it Toadzilla.
Well, yeah.
So Australian park rangers discovered this is a record-setting giant toad deep in a rainforest in Australia. They're calling it Toadzilla, as I said. Ranger Kylie Gray was, quote, shocked when she saw it. So she brought it back to her park office. I mean, of course, why not? Where it was weighed in at 6 pounds.
What? A toad? Look at
I
that.
mean, look at
I got
how
a cat
big.
smaller than that.
All right, so this is where it kind of takes a dark turn. It had to be euthanized
What?
because it's an invasive species.
Wow.
But because it's so rare,
Yeah.
its body was donated to the Queensland Museum for further research.
Does it?
It looks angry too.
Yeah,
man.
it does. It looks pissed.
Does it have lats?
It
Look
has
at the
lats
muscle.
on
Does it
top
have
of
lats?
lats. Look at that.
He all swole.
He's on the juice.
Oh, it's definitely
got
Roy's.
to be. Got to be.
He's licking some other weird
You know?
roid toad out there in the
Well,
Australian outback.
You know, I hate to say it, but imagine if that was your invasive species and that showed up all over Louisiana. I'd be terrified. It's like
We
a
got
scary
enough
movie.
with the orange tooth nutria.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That sounds awful.
Or you
The
wake up
orange
and that's
tooth
just sitting in your
nutria.
kitchen or your garage or
There
your
you go.
carport. Nope.
We had a bunch of frogs and toads and stuff at my house.
Oh,
We had a
yeah, you said
pond
they're
for a while.
loud, huh?
They're really loud. But I felt like I felt like at least I was master of my domain. I'd get out there and put them in a bucket, and I'd get rid of them. I see this thing. I
Yeah.
think it's his house. I need to leave.
Can we just have a moment say R.I.P. Toadzilla?
Oh.
You're right.
Moment of
You're right.
silence.
R.I.P. Toadzilla.
Oh.
Inspired a lot of people with
You
those
really did.
legs.
You really did.
Maybe people will get going to the gym
Good on
in
you,
your
Toadzilla.
honor.
Thanks
Okay.
and he's got 4 legs, so thanks for not skipping leg
Ooh.
day.
Ooh. Well, good thing toads usually aren't a part of the zodiac calendar. You know how with Lunar New Year's, there's always an animal
Year of the
associated
toad?
with
Yeah.
it? Year of the Toadzilla. You'd have to say the full name.
That's
The
true.
Toadzilla.
Toadzilla.
That's kind of ominous. Year of the Toadzilla.
That would be awful.
So this year, if you didn't know, the zodiac animal is the rabbit. The
Okay.
rabbit is the
You're a
lucky
rabbit?
animal.
No.
So depending on what year you're born, you go and find
Right.
out whether it's your lucky year.
Yeah.
Apparently, in some Asian countries, it's not all similar. I just learned this today. So Lunar New Year actually kicking off on January 21st, which is Sunday. So while China, Japan, and other East Asian countries prepare for the Year of the Rabbit, apparently the people of Vietnam are instead doing the Year of the Cat.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a rabbit right there.
No, it's not. And that's a large cat, too. Interestingly enough, there's no official explanation for why the Vietnamese embrace the cat instead of the rabbit. It's the only major difference in the celebrations of the 12-year zodiac calendar, oddly
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
But culture researchers, they're thinking that raising rabbits is not common in Vietnam. You just don't see it that kind of animal, whereas cats are considered to chase away bad spirits, bring good luck to the owner. So more of a lucky animal there.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
So leaving the neighborhood this morning,
Yeah.
with darts right in front of my car, except for a rabbit. Does that mean good luck ahead for me
I
in
think so.
2023?
I think whenever you see the animal that the year is supposed to be, it's supposed to be lucky.
No kidding?
Steve.
See, now it's the opposite of like when the black cat runs in front of you, it's a bad luck.
Ah.
My wife literally made me turn around one time years ago. Black cat ran in front of
You
us.
went home? That's it, we're going home?
Well, we were actually trying. we were headed to our house. We're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Black cat runs in front of the car. She's like, nope. So do a U-turn, another way around. I kid you not, that cat cut us off coming in from the other direction.
Oh,
It
God,
knew,
cat
it knew.
knew.
That thing was out
Can't
for
get away
us.
from me.
That's like a Final Destination
That
thing,
is.
man. It's coming for you. It's
Wow.
coming for you. Oh, and then here's the thing, and I can appreciate that. You're the rabbit, you see a rabbit, and
Yeah.
good luck. You're the cat, and you see cats, good luck. Here's the thing: when you're the tiger runs around, if you see a tiger, get the hell out.
Chances are that's probably not a good sign.
It's not about to
Yeah.
be a good moment, let
Right.
alone a year.
Unless
for
it's
you.
Mike and
Right.
you know.
True.
That's the only
His
place.
habitat.
That's
Right.
it.
And you're on the other side of the
But
habitat.
if you're
not lunch.
Yeah, if you're leaving your neighborhood though, and you
See a tiger.
There's an issue.
Right.
Jumanji is broken out.
such a good
That
movie.
is a really good
Such a
movie.
good movie, but keep it in the
Do
movies.
not want to live it. Correct.
There you go.
Do not
Yeah.
want to live
There
it.
you go. You're the rabbit.
Okay.
Or cat.
Yeah. Have it your way.
That's right.
Steve's going to be lucky, and I hope all of us have a lucky weekend. It
Well,
seems
we'll
like
see.
the weather's going to be rainy, but
Yeah.
it's a good day to spend indoors.
Good day, yeah, watch some movies, read some books,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Nah.
get caught up on stuff inside tomorrow. The rain's gonna be off and on through the day.
Okay.
Now you know.
Now's the perfect time to discover the enhanced Mazda CX-5, named the 2022 IIHS Safety Pick Plus Award winner, its highest safety award honor. Choose from over 55 CX-5s available at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.